Hello there, and welcome to episode 614 of this series where I play the regions of Europe one by one on GeoGuessr, doing so in a tennis match format as outlined in the introduction you just saw, meaning that in order for me to score points in this setup, I have to play rounds of 5,000 points each within 5 minutes each on GeoGuessr. And I also have to complete a game of 5 rounds within an initial time of 25 minutes, but every time I play a 5,000 point round, I will knock a minute off those 25 minutes for me to finish within. And to make things even harder, if I finished the previous episode with a 5,000 point round, which I did yesterday in Slovenia, I have to knock a minute off the 25 minutes in the next episode. So today we are moving into Norway for the final time, and we got 24 minutes on the clock, and we're moving into Buskerud fylke, or Buskerud County. And the thing is, it looks huge on the map here, but that has more to do with the map projection that is being used here, because it's, as you can see, Greenland is absolutely humongous, and the further north you get, the larger things look. So while Buskerud looks large, it is actually no more than 13,585 square kilometers, which is fairly large for a European region, but there are regions a lot larger than this. And spread across those 13,500 square kilometers, we got 271,248 people living as of this year. And pretty much everyone lives down here, around the city of Drammen, and the towns of Hokksund, Kongsberg, and Hønefoss. Everything else is rural, very rural. And there's quite a lot of ski resorts up in here, up in Hemsedal, up in Geilo, as well as up here in Dagali and Vegli and Eggedal. And it's all very, very rural. Lots of hiking terrain and distances. If we get caught on any of these, well, basically any road up here, that could take several minutes to figure out, because just the sheer distances. And down here, it's pretty dense in terms of population. So that could bring another set of difficulties. So this should be a challenge. So anyways, I'm leading the game 5-4. I'm 15 love up in the current game. And we are not going to do anything more than, well, we're not going to play for any sets or anything. We're just going to see what the score will be like at the end of the series, because this is the third last episode. There are 2 more episodes to go after this one. Well, actually 3 when I think about it, but we'll get back to that later on. But yeah, this is episode 614, and we are heading into Buskerud. Buskerud is the name of an estate where the what to call it, county magistrate was located for some time back in, not antiquity, but a long time ago. So the whole county was named for that estate. Hallingplast. Oh yeah, there are 2 main valleys in the area. And there's the Hallingdal, Dal meaning valley, and the Numedal. And we're currently in Hallingdal, and we are on the border between Hol and Ål. Okay, so Hol and Ål. So Ål is here and Hol is there. Now where does the boundary between these things go? So we got Hallingplast. At least that's, I think it's down here. Here's Hallingplast. Yep, here we go. Let's see. So we got a number of buildings here. I'm looking south. Can someone please tell me why it does this zoom out thing at seemingly absolute random? Now let's see. So that's Hallingplast. And so that has got to be no. So how does this work? Does it even work? Let's see, I'm looking eastwards, and oh yeah, we're just here. But this doesn't. So unless that is that, there's something really weird here. Something really weird. Of course, they kind of wait a minute. This stuff is that no. Of course, they kind of put up a new building after they made this footage. That is actually quite possible, but so there's still something very weird about this. But okay, I have a feeling there's a fair bit of misalignment here between layers. So this could actually turn out bad for me. Gonna save it there. Told you so. So how? Well, I should have known because I'm on the bend here. So and of course the location wasn't. Well, if I'd, yeah, I'm not using my mind properly. This is not good. 15, 15. But there was something odd with those buildings, right? Still, I should have placed it better. I mean, I was on this tiny straight bit of road, but then, well, we had the intersection starting sort of here. So there's a lot of oddness going on here. Okay, so where are we now? Right. Kind of suggests that we're somewhere near Drammen, I would think, but the trees here suggest that we are further up the valley. Let's see, or one of the valleys. Because, well, there is a lot of pine in the area, that's true. What commune is that? Is that Nesbyen? No. Let's see what it says here. Langløkka Årbogen Idrettspark. It says Årbogen Sports Park. Unfortunately, that doesn't tell me anything. Neither do the others in Nordlysveien, so Northern Lights, Ulevansveien, Hovjordet, Langløkka Kindergarten. What is the best course of option here? Well, I should be going downhill, right? Okay, and then we got some... Not so sure. Well, it looks like... Could be Drammen, could be Hønefoss, could also possibly be Kongsberg. Because this doesn't give me a Drammen vibe. And of course now I have lost myself in a housing estate. Let's see. I think we might be in or about Kongsberg. No playing ball against the wall. Adults, you take all the fun out of life. But yeah. So, this is another thing about Norway. Once you get lost in one of these things, you can be lost forever. It looks like we might... Nope, thought I had the main route out of this, but nope. Okay, let's go the way we didn't go. And we've wasted 2.5 minutes already on basically nothing, except that we know that the spots, well, the football pitch is part of the Årbogen Sports Park. Okay. Yeah, this looks a bit better, but where is this? So let's see, we're going southeast. This is a curious way of setting up. Oy! None of that, please. Trouble is, Drammen is a fairly large city by Norwegian standards, and it's got an absolute ton of suburbs along this valley. Yeah, it's looking more and more like we might be in the vicinity of Drammen. Just have to figure out where. Could it be at Krokstadelva or Solbergelva or something like that? Trouble is that we're going to go into overtime if I don't find a sign soon. Quite far up in the... There's a church down there. Quite far up in the hills. Which is also kind of curious. But yeah, we're definitely along the Drammen River. And, let's see. Here we go. Helpful. Hovjord. Well, that was a massive amount of help. Thank you very much. But I will assume that we are... Oh, this is where we are. Oh, can I make it on time? Can I make it on time? Can I make it on time? We should be... No? Yes? Hereabouts? No? No. Oh, man. That was bad. Oh, man. Oh, man. I am so going to play this map one more time just for revenge's sake. So that was... Yeah, that was sloppy in the extreme. Oh, man. Zoom out. No. Okay. Let's gather ourselves a little bit here. Svå. Interesting. That's a name I've never heard before. Ulsok. Okay, Are we close to Hemsedal? Let's have a look at that mountain. Oh, great. There's all sorts of weird footage here. But yeah, I want to look at that mountain. Because if we are around Hemsedal, there is a very, very distinct mountain with a very, very distinct waterfall. Yep, there we go. So we're heading into Hemsedal. Okay. And Hemsedal is way north in... there we go. Yes, Ulsok Hesvö. Right. Okay, let's try and get this one right then. So we started out with 2 misses in Norway. What on earth is going on? So that is... Let's see what we got here. So we got a straight bit of road here, and yeah. So, and of course we got buildings that don't show on the map. That begs the question, which is which? Okay, there's supposed to be a road off to the side here. That's got to be this one. Maybe not that one. Here's Spekeloft, and that's this thing. That building is not on the map. That should be hereabouts. But it's not. That makes things even harder. I think... Ah, yes, this is ancient footage. Ta-da! Okay, so... But this building, I believe that is the one we see over here, isn't it? Yes. That ought to be the Tomt og Vilt. So... we're looking a bit north of it. Like, say, by that much. Yeah, like that. Okay, at least that one scored. But that was not very nice, was it? Let's see. Oh yeah, and of course, given that I did not play... that I didn't play 5,000 point rounds, I haven't had a chance, I haven't really needed to document it off until now, so now we're down to 23 minutes. Okay, okay, we're in Kongsberg. Or are we? Kongsberg Musikteater. Well, we don't know what that is yet. So, let's see. Let's find a name of this road heading off here. Okay, so psychiatric rehab. Bergmansveien, okay. Stenstrupsgata, good. Okay, Bergman. Now, Kongsberg is an old mining town. There's no mining going on anymore. They did. And they had silver mines here. And contributed a lot to the Royal Mint back in the day. Okay, center... Krona, what on earth is Krona? Oh, here's Bergmansveien. Okay, so Bergman would be... so Berg is mountain. And I guess you can get the idea then. Bergmansveien would be... Well, Bergman would be someone working in the mines. Now, I can't see the Stenstrup Road. Now that is not very helpful. Now wait a minute, it was... Yeah, but we still have to find... Okay, let's see this. It is Krona. University of Southeast Norway. Okay. So that's what it is. So, Kongsberg Academy. The trouble with Kongsberg is that they have changed a lot here with in regards to the road layout since they did the footage here. So the map in Kongsberg frequently does not match the imagery. Kongsberg Hall, Lågendalsmuseet. Now let's see. Oh, Oh, that far north. Ah, oh, so it picks up the name again. That's interesting. That's the Stenstrup Road. So, we were somewhere here on the Kirkegårdsvej and the Cemetery Road. But where are we? Yeah, that works. Because here the road for cars stops. So we're at number 23. Here we go. So, there we are. That's more like it. 40, 30. 22 minutes on the clock. And now then. Torpo. Okay, we know what that is. Torpo is up here. And they have a... so we got the church over there. And so that's got to mean that we're here. Out over here somewhere. Yeah, that works. Now, if we move ahead a little bit, just want to have a look here. What do you see? There is the Torpo Stave Church. Now, we got a few minutes left on the clock, so why is it not go and see if we can have a little gander at it? So let's see if at all possible. Now, of course, the new church is obscuring it altogether. That's a shame. Yeah, so the stave churches are... they're not churches that the Vikings built, because the Viking era was ended by the time they started putting these things up. But the stave churches are sort of the uniquely Scandinavian design of the first, or a pretty unique Scandinavian design of churches once Christianity had got a foothold. And they're built in a fairly unique way. They're all in wood, and they're called stave churches because of the main sort of pillars that were made out of massive trees. That's a 6-4 to me, though. They were called, well, those pillars were called staves, and they're set up in various ways. And in terms of design, they have still, even after when the country was turned into a Christian country, at least officially, they still held on to a lot of the old traditional patterns and visual expressions of Viking days. So a lot of Viking design survived and was incorporated quite a few of these churches. I don't know about the one in Torpo, though. I've never been to it. Okay, so we spent 17 minutes on that, and that is more than I would usually allow for to do a bonus game. But we're going to do a bonus game here because I want to 25k this. So, but how? Hang on. How? The norm is 25 meters for some... okay. Well, I want to 25k this anyway, so let's play one more game. I'm gonna make that a challenge as well. And put this challenge there as well. Start the game. Okay, this is outside the town of Hønefoss. which is here. We're looking northeast, and we're on the E16. Let's see, we're looking northeast. We're not on the E16, we're on the 350. And we're looking at Hernef. Well, no, actually, Fulham. Now it should be here. Except that we aren't. Okay. Yeah, this is not where we are. We can go to the Fulham industrial area. There's a dirt road underneath here. And this is... so we can go to Hensmoon. Hen is up there. So is this where we are? No, that's not right either. Yeah. Straight ahead we go to Hensmoon, which is up there. So how does that even compute? Someone is missing something very obvious here. Now, this ought to be this bit. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is where we are. Unfortunately, this dirt road doesn't show. Oh man. How do we work this then? Oof. I hate trying to work out bends. I think that's what we got to do. And gonna move like so. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 to the bridge. Actually, 6 to the bridge. And that means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 34, 33, 32, 33. I'm going to say 34 to the end of the bend. But where does the bend end? Here? Unfortunately, I cannot see anything on the river. So 34 and 6 is 40. 20 ought to be about there. Hang on. Yeah, that's not correct at all because... Hang on, what's the direction we're standing in? We're looking... Yeah, that works. That works. Okay, so 20, 10... I'm going to say that we're here. Nice. Well, of course, I'm not keeping scores in this one, so. Oh. Remember what I was talking about, it being very rural in places, and that you might find yourself clicking for ages. This could be one of those. And the fog doesn't really help. And this is Jondalen. Okay, Jondalen is down by Kongsberg. Here's Jondalen. 0.5 kilometers to Jondalen. We're not on 37. I'm fairly convinced about that. So yeah, so we're heading south-southeast, so we could we'll still need to figure this one out. The snow isn't helping at all. There we go. That's better, and we're still going southeast. So but the thing was that northeast towards Jondal. I'm starting to have a feeling I'm not looking in the right place. I mean, Jondal, the Valley of Jon, or Jon, doesn't have to be there. Can be somewhere else. Intersection coming up. Okay, yes, I was totally wrong. We are in Gol. We're up here. We can get onto the 52. Let's see. I wonder if we might be here right now. Let's see, we can get to the 52, we can get to the 51. No, we're not there. Well, There's nothing of this that is very close. That's the real bother. Now let's see. It says that Jondalen is 2.5 kilometers away. Could it be that? No, well, possibly. Okay, let's have. And this is a bus stop as well, and this is. Starts with an H. So let's for now run with the assumption that this is it, which it isn't. We've been going southwest all the time, southeast rather, all the time. So, but if we aren't there, well, I guess we could be here. Jondalsvägen, yeah, now things are starting to make sense. I think we might have been up here. Yes. That's going to be a tricky one, but let's, yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that is 3. So that should be about the same distance. Good enough. Good enough. Excellent. And this, this is the, now this is a museum railroad. It's part, and it's a Norwegian railway club, a railway association. This is the end point of An old railroad that used to go from Krøderen to Vikersund. And the entire railroad is still intact. And is being operated as a museum railroad. And we are just on the north side of the tracks here. Let's see. And again, there's something a little odd. I think that might actually be one of the trains. Because the buildings, yet again, are completely off. So unless I am completely off, which I don't think I am. Well, that should be about right. Yep. I mean, where was that building? Nowhere to be seen. Yeah, we definitely need an update on the footage of Norway, that is for sure. Ooh, this might take a good while. Let's see now. Pine, 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 fir, 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 fir. And a bit of birch. Mostly pine here. And now we're moving along some fir trees as well. Let's see. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, I don't really. Pretty as it might be, I don't really like the winter footage because there's so many features that get obscured by it. Wow. Okay. I'm starting to have a slight suspicion of where this might be. But the fact that we now went from asphalt to gravel, that threw me a bit. So that also makes me think I might have gone the wrong way. Or this could be pre-asphalt photo, although I think it's from the same session as we started out with, so... I'm wondering, let's see, we're going south. We've got power lines. Yeah, this is starting to look like going in the wrong direction. And that little hint of snow there. I have suspicions, but I'm not... The thing is, I'm not able to... Rudsåsveien. I'm not able to locate the suspicion I have in my head. I'm just seeing some mental images from the days when I did my communes series in this area. Let's see. Okay, so supposed to be slowing down. That means we're coming up on some measure of civilization. Oh. Okay. Vassfarvägen. All right. Okay. Okay, Vassfare, that is, but isn't that in, oh, here's Vassfare. Now let's see. So Vassfare is, let's see, could this be, oh goodness me, which of these is it? Solheimsvägen, is it this one? No, Skardalsvägen. Hmm. Well, lots of roads up here. Venelivägen, Veneliskogen. Oh my word. Memorial for the last person killed by bear in Norway. Huh. Veneli, Bjørkneringkall, Indre Vassfaret. But that's in the next county, so... Hmm. And we got a lake, and we got Trytetjern shooting range. So this lake must be Trytetjern. Ooh, I got myself a real tough one here. Now where could Trytetjern be? Could it be this? Duggerstadtjern. It's not that large, is it? Svangtjernet. Skadalsvegen again. How about this one? Kvittjern. Damptjern, Svarttjern, Kvilartjern. Hangstjern, Styrmannstjern. Raufjellvatnet. Saulivatni. Strønøvringen, Ørdalsfjorden. This is frustrating. Vesleåtjern. Surely we're not up here because this is not a wooded area. And this is still Skadedalsveien. I'm being quite frustrated here, aren't I? The question is, what side of that barrier are we on? Are we on the pay side or the... We got to be on the side leading down into floor. So, But then again, the thing was that there was asphalt up there. And now we got asphalt down here. Right, okay, we are moving into civilization. That is all right. But it kind of suggests that the road... Wait, is this it? Duh. Trytetjern, here we go. Okay, yeah, because of the fact that there was asphalt where we started out, which I think was up here somewhere, that means that it crosses over, I would think. Okay, let's, so here we go north. Going northeast, east and south. We got Fiskebeckvägen. Yep, that's the Fiskebeck. A beck is a brook. Let's see, so here we're heading slightly off the north. Oh, a tricky one. I'm going to say we're there. Good man. Okay. Right, this, looking southeast, northwest. If I'm venturing, I guess I'd say that was somewhere down here. There aren't many places as flat as this is in this county. And, I wonder if I've been on this road before. I mean, physically. Probably not, but definitely reminds me of something. A few years ago, I was driving around in this area. This is Grön. Okay, right, Skotselveien. Okay, so I have not been here. So we are, but we are close, so I was right. Skotselveien, that's this one. So, but we came onto it. Let's see. Why doesn't this... Varlo. It's this one. Okay, so we... Up here somewhere? Let's see, we're looking northwest. That's a lovely farm, isn't it? That is a beautiful farm. And we are... And this is what we're looking at. And we're looking straight at that building. Let's see, can I use... Can't really use any of the buildings here for the direction, so I just have to say that we're about here. Slightly closer, actually. There. Eek. Maybe, okay. Right, so we did get our 25k. Took a little longer than the initial round, but still, that is... I'm much more happy with 25k it than not. So that is the final episode out of Norway done, and Buskerud fylke done. And, well, there's 2 more episodes of regions to go, plus an episode after that. So 3 more to go. And, well, tomorrow's episode 615. I'll be seeing you then. So until then, bye-bye.